How good does it make you feel that you've done that as the manager?
No, it doesn't make me feel proud, to be honest, and not because we became second or didn't win it. So I obviously had to learn in my life a lot how the second place can feel. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, and obviously we all come together, especially in a club like Liverpool, to win the competitions. But we know that the direction we are going in is, and the things we did in the past were quite good. So we know that we brought together a bunch of incredible football players. We created a really good atmosphere in the team. We created a really good connection with our fan base. We have an incredible atmosphere in and around our games when we play them. So all very positive things. But it's not that I think about these kind of things and feel then proud. I was at the moment I felt really proud was the parade after the Champions League final. That was a proud moment. All the others is what we have to do. So we have a good basis, a good situation. We have a really, really, really good football team. Best stadium in the world, fantastic fan base, and that means we have to be successful, and that's what we try again and again. There's no guarantee for that, and I really think that our people appreciate that we give it absolutely our all, and that what makes it so enjoyable, to be honest, that we really go through all these things. If we win something or if we then lose big from time to time, that we really go through it together. That's what I love most about football. There's no reason for drastic changes. You would have to change drastic if you think specific parts of the team need a drastic change or whatever, or players lost desire, determination, whatever. That's not the case. I know that. I know them long enough. But you have to change anyway. You have to bring in fresh legs, fresh blood, and that's what we did. And it's not only Sadio left us, Takumi Minamino and Divock Origi left us. One or two more players might leave us in this transfer window, but we brought in with Darwin, Fabio, and with Calvin, three really, really interesting players, and that changed the whole dynamic in the team, and that's what you need, because I cannot invent football every day new and tell the boys, by the way, last we played like this, now we play completely different, just to keep them on their toes. No, coming back to tennis, it's exactly like it is. The best players in the world do the same stuff again and again and again, because they do it that often, but on that high level, they have a much better chance for perfect decision making. That's what they do, and that's what we will try. But in our case, we can help ourselves a little bit by bringing in new boys and changing the dynamic and give it all a fresh start, and that's exactly what we will try. Don't know yet. We will see that. It's now not that complicated. The situation is always the same. We have some players who come back early, some come a little bit later, and the other ones come back very late. In this case, if you go to the final or you play for a third place, will have 1 week until Boxing Day. So look, we sit here, we talk about it. If I now say it's not perfect, then people tell me I'm a moaner or whatever. So I think everyone knows it's not perfect. If you compare it, that's the domestic thing. We all have the same situation. Depends a little bit which countries goes far. So if Brazil goes far, we have probably a few players involved. If England goes far, we have 2 players involved. So these kind of things. If Holland goes far, all these kind of things. That's one thing. But internationally, with Champions League, nobody knows how that will work, because we play pretty much through 1 week, and Germany has a 3-month gap. Wow. So if they start late January again, so they have then a proper pre-season, they have to organize this. We have to make sure that we give the boys enough time to rest. And only now we have the 5 subs, which is absolutely crucial and great news. But UEFA and FIFA have to be careful with what they really want, because they want high quality in the tournaments. And if you have tired players in the tournaments, you don't have high quality. So we really have to think, and the Premier League has to think as well. I know, come on, this kind of thing. 1 week, you become world champion, for example, England, hopefully, and then 1 week later, Boxing Day, everybody expects you to be ready again. Yeah. That never happened before in history of football, but for this generation, it happens again and again and again. Not exactly that, but in similar situations. So we have to make sure that we really all talk about the right stuff and give the players a rest, that they can be the players they are able to be, and not the players left by all the intensity around.